So, Royal Caribbean calls Utopia of the Seas the world's biggest weekend. And after going through everything that this ship has to offer and voyaging on it myself, I have to say I understand why. We are talking the longest dry slide, 20 restaurants, Broadway-style shows, perfect day at Coco Cay. I mean, what else could you want at sea? Really, truly such an immersive experience. It is like a floating Las Vegas, as I like to say. So let's dive in to why you should sail on Utopia of the Sea. All right, guys, if you have been sleeping on these short cruises that are 3 or 4 nights, I am going to change your mind on why you should go on these short little cruises. They are totally worth it. This video, it's going to change your mind. I am Kristen from Harmonious Adventures, and today I'm breaking down every single reason why you would want to sail on Utopia of the Seas. Some of the top things we're going to go through, restaurants, you name it. You absolutely cannot miss this, so let's go. Now, before we dive in, Utopia of the Seas sails 3 or 4 night Caribbean itineraries right out of Port Canaveral, Florida, with a stop at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island. So this is literally a long weekend cruise. You fly in on Friday, you fly back home on Monday, or you set sail on Monday and fly home on Friday. It's the perfect for first-time cruisers. It is a perfect anniversary trip, a bachelorette trip, you name it, girls trip, whatever you're looking for, Utopia of the Seas is going to be the perfect option for you. So don't let the short sailings fool you. You are getting a full experience. Now let's start where it matters most. Let's get to my favorite, the food. Utopia of the Seas has 20 plus restaurants. I'm going to break them down into 2 categories: what is included in your cruise and then what costs are extra. All right, so let's get started. What is the free options available on Utopia of the Seas? You've got the main dining room. This is going to be the heart of the ship. 3 decks, multi-course dinners. Every night the menu changes daily, and you do a traditional set seating. So you can either do a 5:30, an 8, a 7:30, or what they call my time. Now here's a pro tip. Pre-reserve your dining time in the Royal Caribbean app before you set sail, because they do fill up very quickly. The next option that we have is the Windjammer Marketplace. This is going to be your true cruise style classic buffet, and you're going to have this breakfast, lunch, and dinner. However, sometimes you want to check your app because dinner can either close early or have some wacky kind of times. So make sure that you're checking the app on the Windjammer, but they are great options for families when you just want to grab something quick. I always hit up the Windjammer for breakfast. And then of course, those port days, you can just kind of grab yourself a little breakfast. Your next option is going to be the Park Cafe. This is located in Central Park neighborhood, and if you don't order the roast beef sandwich from here on like a random lunch day, you are missing out. This is something that you must do. It is, like I said, Park Cafe, located in Central Park. Grab that roast beef sandwich. You will not be disappointed. The next option is going to be Cafe Promenade. This is in the Royal Promenade. It's got coffee, pastries, sandwiches 24/7. And you'll be able to, like, if you have a late night kind of hunger situation, you can always go and grab you something to eat there. So I love that it kind of is open 24/7. The other option is going to be the Solarium Bistro. This is an adults only area. However, on our cruise, there were a few children. They were very well behaved and quiet, but I was surprised that Royal Caribbean, this is something that's different from Disney sailings. With Disney sailings, it is absolute adult only area. On our cruise, which might have just been like special, but on Utopia in the Solarium, there were kids. So just, you know, be aware of that. Hopefully that has changed. I hate to be like that, but if you're wanting like a breakfast and you want some quiet, then the Solarium Bistro is a great option for you because it's 18 and up. The next option, and it's a hidden gem, is Johnny Rockets. So breakfast is always going to be free at Johnny Rockets. It is something that you have to go and get on a list to sit at the table. So sometimes the restaurant is pretty packed and you may have to wait a little bit, but breakfast is free. And then lunch and dinner, it's going to be a flat fee of $14.99. You can get like whatever options that you want. They're just $14.99 a piece. And then you can get burgers, fries, milkshakes, all of that from there. It's going to be your classic American diner. And then the next option that you're going to have for free is going to be the spare tire. This is something that's brand new on Utopia of the Seas. It is a food truck and it's right off of the pool deck. So let's say that you don't want to leave the pool deck and you want to have a quick little snack. That's a great option because you can do grab some little things to go and come back to your lounger and still be out in the sun and enjoying all of your fun time at the pool. Okay, so this is going to be your worth the splurge restaurants that you will pay extra for. The number one thing that is so unique on Utopia of the Seas is they have the Royal Railway. And this Utopia station is a must do. So it's going to be a fun, interactive, themed dinner. You will actually load onto what looks like a train car, and then they have a full, like, kind of a Western style dinner show, and it's very interactive with like everybody that is eating dinner in the diner. So super cute and fun. It's great for all ages, so you could bring your family. This books up very quickly, so you'll want to make sure that you make your reservation for the Railway Utopia Station. The next option is going to be your hibachi. So Izumi Hibachi and Sushi, it is a fan favorite. This is something that you need to get on the app immediately and go ahead and book those reservations because like I said, they go very quickly once you get on the ship. Sometimes they're even gone before you guys set sail. So book this. Like I said, it's kind of speak for its own. You've got the hibachi and sushi, and of course you get a cute little show with that as well. So it's going to be like your typical hibachi and sushi restaurant. Chops Grill is going to be your steakhouse on board, and it's a signature favorite with Royal Caribbean. So if you're looking for a fine dining experience with some good steak, then I would recommend going into Chops. The next option is going to be 150 Central Park. This is going to be a step above Chops as far as fine dining. You're going to get more of that, I want to say, you get like a more of a presentation. It's going to be something that you would want to go to if you were celebrating something. So it's going to be, like I said, more of a fine dining restaurant. And then Wonderland. This is a fairy tale inspired cuisine where the course tells a story. The presentation is absolutely wild, and this is the most unique dining experience on the ship. It's something that foodies and people with that love creative types of food are going to want to try out. Now, this is not for picky eaters, so if you've got somebody that's just not crazy about expanding their palate, I would not recommend this. The next is going to be the Mason Jar. This is another one of my favorites. It is live country music every night. And then they also have their restaurant, which is going to be, of course, your country style favorite foods that you can get in here. And it's fun, casual, feel-good atmosphere. And then your next option is going to be Coastal Kitchen. Now, Coastal Kitchen is going to be for suite guests, Pinnacle Crown and Anchor members only, Caribbean Mediterranean inspired. It's got beautiful views and a private sun deck. Hooked seafood. This is new to Utopia of the Seas. Fresh seafood, lobster rolls, raw bar. The oysters are amazing here. If you love seafood, this is your spot. And the champagne lobster roll is also chef's kiss. Okay. Now that we have covered the food, and honestly, we could do a whole video just on food, let's talk about what there is to do on board Utopia of the Seas. Because remember, you only have 3 or 4 days to enjoy this, so I'm going to tell you the things that you absolutely cannot miss while you are on board. Number 1, the Aqua Theater. Get on your app right now if you have a reservation on Utopia and book the Aqua Theater. This is going to be my must do. It has to be booked in advance. Of course, there is a walk up, and most of the time you can get into the seating if you don't have reservations, but why not don't risk it, and let's get you booked on the Aqua Theater. All right, so the Aqua Theater is a crown jewel of entertainment on Utopia. It's two 30-foot dive platforms, and the performers are above you. It is state-of-the-art technology. The Aqua show is jaw-dropping. You want to arrive early and book in advance to make sure that you have the best seat. The next thing is the Ultimate Abyss. So this is the longest dry slide on, I think, out at sea, okay? It is so much fun. So intimidating when you get up there and you're going down, but I'm telling you guys, you have to do it while you're on board, okay? All right, the next thing is going to be the stage production called All In. This is Utopia's original show that Royal Caribbean has created, and it has theater lighting, it has drones. I mean, it's amazing. So this is going to be like a Broadway style show that you'll not want to miss. The next thing on Utopia, yes, there's more, is the ice show. So they actually have live ice skating. So not only can you skate, but they also have a show where ice skaters do like a performance for you. I mean, come on. It's just insane the amount of entertainment that they have on the ship. Perfect day at Coco Cay, one of my favorites. Get off of the ship, guys. Perfect day at Coco Cay. I have said this before. It outbeats all of Disney's islands right now. And oh, you guys know how much that breaks my heart to say because I'm a Disney diehard. But Royal has it down when it comes to the island. I have never paid to do any extra. I have only used what is free. I've never done like Hideaway Beach or anything like that because there are so many great places on, almost at Castaway. Listen to me. There are so many great places on Coco Cay that are free that you do not have to pay for. So get off of the ship, go explore. You don't have to pay for anything to experience Coco Cay. Gotta get off that ship. Don't stay on. Okay, the next thing that is gonna be free for you is the Flow Rider. Get on that thing, try it, learn how to surf. Have you guys ever seen these? These are the wave making machines that they have on board, and you guys can learn how to surf or just have fun like boogie boarding or whatever you want to do, but like get on there. It's free. Get up there and do it. The tip with the Flow Rider is get up there early in the morning. There's usually long lines, but if you get up there in the morning, it's not as long of a ride. It's not as long of a line, and you don't have to worry about like you could go multiple times or whatever. All right, now moving on from the Flow Rider, we're gonna talk about Spotlight Karaoke. Spotlight Karaoke and the Music Hall both have options of private karaoke rooms. You've got the one big room. You also have Music Hall, which has cover bands. And in the mornings, it turns into a smoothie place. I got so many good smoothies. So that's a little hack for you. If you want to do some yummy juices in the morning or a smoothie, go down to the karaoke area, and it's in the main promenade. It's on like deck 5, I believe. Get yourself a juice or a smoothie in the karaoke room in the morning. Sorry, I just had to like put that in there because I don't think I talked about it in the restaurants. And yes, but we had a great time going into Spotlight Karaoke and watching people sing and singing along with everybody. So that is always fun to do. And then the Effectors Parade. So don't miss this. This is a unique parade that they have kind of like these performers' costumes. I like to say it's Royal Caribbean and Marvel combined. Although, you know, they're not partnered with Marvel. But it's this fun like parade that they do inside of the promenade. So look on the app and don't miss that. The last thing I don't want you to miss is the comedy shows. They always have great comedians on board. So check your app and go see the comedians. All right. Now, before I let you go, I'm a travel advisor. I've got to give you a couple of tips. So, Utopia of the Seas booking tips. Are you ready? Remember, book Railway and the Aqua Show immediately, as soon as you can. And if it's all filled up, try to do it immediately when you get on the ship. Usually there's like some spots that come available on departure day. Okay? Pre-reserve your main dining, and especially if you have a big group, book your perfect day at Coco Cay. If you want to do something like a cabana or whatever, go ahead and book it. Although I recommend just enjoy it yourself. Like, in my perfect opinion, the perfect day at Coco Cay is the free day at Coco Cay, okay? Now, because it is only 3 or 4 nights, don't try to cram in too many restaurants. Explore the ship and enjoy all of the amenities, the entertainment, and that sort of thing. In my opinion, put food on the back burner and do 2 big restaurants. I would recommend for sure the Railway, and then maybe something, depending on like your family, either hibachi, chops, or Central 150 if you're like celebrating an anniversary or whatever, want something nicer. Also remember that Port Canaveral is 45 minutes from Orlando, so you can absolutely add on Disney World, Universal, a park, anything like that. Make a day of it. You could even go to the Kennedy Space Center. I have lots of information on all of those add-ons, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And that's going to complete your guide to Utopia of the Seas. So we've gone over every restaurant and the top things that are must-dos. I hope that this video helped you. If it did, I would love for you to hit subscribe, because I post Disney and I post Royal Caribbean, any type of cruise tip that I can offer to help you plan your next vacation. And here's the thing, if you're watching this and you're thinking, okay, I want to book this, my travel planning services are completely free to you. I'm an authorized Royal Caribbean travel advisor, and I would love to help you plan your Utopia of the Seas trip. I will link below an inquiry, so if you're interested and you want to book, you can fill out that information down below and I'll get back to you and create an itinerary for you and your family that works the best. Drop a comment below and tell me, which restaurant are you most excited about and looking forward to booking. I want to see everything that you guys are excited for, so post it down below, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.